Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Basically, the fantasy football is back earlier than I think anyone thought, which is great. And the first person I'm going to talk about is Wan Bissaka. Why? Because today is the day that he becomes a Man United player finally. Okay, it seems like they've been after him for over a year. They finally got him for 50 million. He's 21 years old. He's had one good season at Crystal Palace, one good season being his first season, and he cost 50 million. All right, now there's a lot of people that are hyping him up and saying, oh no, he's going to make the difference, and there's a lot of people saying, nah, he wasn't worth 50 million. But here's why I think he actually was, and he is going to make a huge impact on Man United. So, it's no secret United have fallen on hard times. And they've had a very leaky defense. Okay, I mean, De Gea is one of the best goalies in the world, in my opinion, and even he struggled with saving as many shots with the defense just not being good enough. So, getting Wan Bissaka in, who is going to replace Young, is like a really big thing for Man United supporters. And also the fact that he's only 21 is kind of making people a bit worried. You know, is he too young to come into a big team to make a big impact? I don't think so. When you look at his stats, he has made 68% successful tackles, 94 interceptions, 99 interceptions, and he has won 303 duels. Now, that speaks for itself, and the fact that he's also made 3 assists and he comes quite forward sometimes as well to get the ball up is another big thing for Man United. Okay, so in the FPL, he costs 5.5 million, which is a lot bigger than his 4 million price tag last year. And is he worth it in the FPL team with still Phil Jones and Smalling on either side of him? I think so. So Zaha spoke in an interview, and he basically said that Wan Bissaka is quiet, but he does his talking on the pitch. Now, maybe that's what Man United need, because if we think about Liverpool, Van Dijk is quiet and he does his talking on the pitch. We can see he does his talking. So will Wan Bissaka come in and have that leader material in defence? He could. De Gea is a leader in the back. It's not like they need a new goalie. They just need 1 or 2 good defensive signings to maybe push the other defenders forward and wake them up a bit. Also, let's not forget that Wan Bissaka also was started off as a striker, and he was moved to defence when he was able to basically take down Zaha. Zaha could not get past him. Zaha was getting annoyed, and Zaha is Crystal Palace's best player. So obviously, like, they needed to bring him in. They were thinking, you know, this is a brilliant young prospect. He's in the academy. Let's bring him in. So they did, and now he's off. Okay, I think 50 million is really good for both clubs. Okay, that could help Crystal Palace a lot with their own team, and also going to really help Man United. Now, let's talk FPL. So do I think he's going to get as many clean sheets? I think so. I definitely think so. Crystal Palace were a brilliant team last year. They were always very tough to beat. I'm surprised they weren't up higher in the league, but that's what happens. Now they're after losing a very good defender, but they've got enough money from that to maybe bring in 1 or 2 fairly decent ones as well. So with Man United, when you have Pogba, when you have Daniel James coming in, who's quite quick and fast, when you have Martial, who's been carrying an injury for 4 years, but it's coming somewhere, right? And when you have a Rashford up at the top, it could be really good. The fact that he also used to be a striker means he would have no problem coming down and trying to push that ball forward, trying to make chances. So 5.5 million, I mean, when you think about it, that's what Trent Alexander-Arnold was last year. I think he was like 5.5, and Robertson was 6. And like the stuff that he did, you know, he was really worth that 5.5 afterwards. Now, would I get him? I'm in 2 minds of it. Now, I don't like having too much Man United players, and I'm after already getting Daniel James in. Now, it's a big risk in itself, so I kind of don't want to make 2 risks. But I think I could really regret my decision. I think his price tag is going to go fly up. And I think 5.5 is a really, really good offer when Man United are a good team. They just lack that push, and I think he could be the one to push it. Now, 5.5, a lot of people are giving out about, he starts at 4, now he's 5.5. Please remember, he was 4 last year because nobody knew really what he was about. There was a bit of a hype about him, and people just kind of got him as a bench filler, who soon became like a really, really important player for a lot of FPL teams, especially the fact that he was able to get bonus points even if he did let in goals. Right? It's not his fault goals went in, but if it did happen, it happened. Now, the only thing is his discipline seems to be a little bit off. So he received 5 yellow cards and 1 red card last year. And I remember, I think, did he make an assist in his very first game? And everyone just went mad, bought him. His price went up to just buy 1. And then he got a red card the next game. So luckily for me, I had him in the bench for the second week, which was actually by mistake, but I put him in the bench and he ended up being sent off. But look, he's in his new team now. He's in a team where he wants to play. He's supported Man United all his life. He's probably going to push himself a lot harder, He's really, really going to want to play in Champions League next year, so he's going to really, really focus. The fact that he's already played in the Premier League anyway means he already has Premier League experience, and now he just has a better attacking forward. Give out all you want about their attack. They just needed someone in the back to kind of keep the ball pushing forward. And that's that. De Gea is a really, really good goalie. So if he stays, I can't see many goals coming in with the two of them, especially if he's basically saying to Smalling, Phil Jones, come on, get into it. And let's not slag off Phil Jones too much. I think if he had a leader in the back, he wouldn't be the best, but he'd definitely be someone very, very important for the team. So I think 5.5, especially when it's a Man United player as well, having him, you'd be able to afford a double Liverpool defence and maybe even a Man City defender as well. I mean, you could get clean sheets every week. The last thing you want is to get, like, say, Doherty, Bolly, players that are quite cheap, but you're trying to save up and make sure that you can afford the bigger players. When, Wan Bissaka, if he makes a really, really good impact, his price is going to fly up like mad, and he will, make a huge difference. I can see him being kind of like a defender, but I can see him scoring about 1 or 2 goals and making a few assists as well. I think he could be like Doherty, but maybe get more assists. So yeah, that would be my take on it. I think it's really, really exciting. By the time this video comes up, he's probably going to be announced. But I think it's exciting anyway. I think especially the fact he really loves Man United anyway. They're the players you need, because a lot of the players that United signed were kind of like, oh yeah, the money. But now you have a player who is going to get paid quite well, but also someone who loves Man United, supported them as a boy, just adores them. He's really going to push himself. He's really going to want Man United to do really, really well, as well as himself. So he's not going to let himself or the club down. So I think it's a really, really good signing for Man United. I think, alright, fair enough, it's not the huge signings they used to make, but let's remember, you have to start somewhere. So you did really well, and remember, some of your signings came through the academy and it was the best year that you had, and then they became legends. Wan Bissaka, I think, could become a United legend in the future, and the fact you have him so young means so much, because he's going to, you're going to have him through his good years and everything, especially this is his dream club. He mightn't want to move. So that'd be my take on it anyway. In terms of FPL, I would say sign him up if you can. 5.5 is really, really good, especially when you already have a really good goalie behind him. He's, they're probably going to make another signing for defence as well, and they have a good attacking line. So yeah, and also a winning mentality is a really good mentality to have. So if they're winning the first couple of games, the attack might kind of say, well, actually, I want to get a lot better than that as well. They might push more forward as well, because they want to be saying, yeah, well, I scored that goal against that team that helped us win this trophy. I think United will win a trophy this year. I'm not sure which one, Europa League is where I'm saying. I think top four position. Yeah, that'd be yeah, Europa League top four position. I'm not really sure then after that, but who knows? I think this could be another really good year for United anyway. So